Okay, so we got the news that PlayStation is shutting down Bluepoint Games. And Bluepoint Games was the studio responsible for the Demon Souls remake. There's an article from IGN. PlayStation shuts down Demon Souls Shadow of the Colossus remake studio Bluepoint Games. The studio was working on a God of War live service title, which is absolutely really out of place. Let's be honest, PlayStation under Jim Ryan from 2020 to 2022 went out on a acquisition spree. They bought a lot of studios. They were really threatened by the ABK acquisition by Microsoft, and they bought a bunch of studios, Bungie and the others, and they had the live service push where they targeted 12 live service games, and many of those games were canceled. There's the whole fiasco of Concord, which is pretty much the biggest flop in video game history. This is the result of the current management of PlayStation, which is very quick to close some studios. I think this one got the community by surprise because PlayStation is known for single player games, and Bluepoint Games was known for making excellent remakes. The Demon Souls remakes is one of the most acclaimed ones, and there are a lot of people asking for the remake of Bloodborne or even other games from other PlayStation studios because a lot of people had trust in Bluepoint Games in their talent to be able to bring those IPs. But yeah, I don't know how PlayStation fans are feeling right now. I saw some of the reactions today. A lot of people are asking for the firing of Herman House because I don't know what is going on PlayStation's on this side, and probably maybe Jason Schreier might be aware of it. But yeah, really interesting that this is happening, especially because PlayStation still pushing live service games. Marathon is just, I think, a few weeks to months to be released. I'm not aware of the release date of Marathon, but that's not too far away. And we've seen the many games that got canceled. There's the Factions game by Naughty Dog. There was the live service by Band Studio, which was also canceled. There was the closing of that studio that I don't remember the name anymore, which they bought, and it was canceled. There was the Concord as well. Yeah, PlayStation has been a mess for the last few years in managing these studios because they pretty much forced the studios to make live service games, and even though they are responsible for the failing of the project because live service is really, really tough. It's a mix of really good talent and luck because you need to release the game in the perfect timing, which is really, really hard to get right. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. I don't know if we are ever going to see. There's also the question, right? Because in that showcase on PlayStation, there was the announcement of the God of War trilogy remake, which got us thinking, was Bluepoint Games working on it? But now, because of this news, we know that they weren't. But Bluepoint also worked on God of War, so they have people who know how to work on this title, or they're gonna work on Santa Monica to work on the remake of the games. I don't know, but it's really, really tough. I don't know what's gonna be the future of PlayStation, but if they continue doing this, it's not gonna be pretty, right? Because they cannot let this happen anymore. They cannot keep closing studios because who's gonna make the games, right? PlayStation, the acquisition that PlayStation made, there's a whole talk of it was organic growth, right? That PlayStation had, and the studios are closing. Same thing happened to Microsoft, where they made a lot of acquisitions and they end up closing studios and firing people. Yeah, this is not a good thing to the gaming industry because it goes to show that people who are in charge, they're not well tuned to gaming culture, right? They seem to make a lot of dumb decisions that a lot of us probably wouldn't make. remake. Bluepoint Games was a remake studio, as Nick says, as a porting studio, and Naughty Dog is a AAA studio that makes those adventure games, right? Each studio has its specialty, right? And that's it. But yeah, this was the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like the video, don't forget to hit like button, subscribe, and see you guys next one. Peace out.